Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday morning, April 12th. Looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. Have them in ones, NQs in twos. I like to get the broader view. I always keep them in ones so I can see exactly where value and POC and things of that nature are, and single prints. So we spoke in the room late yesterday. I said, look, don't be surprised if they try to take this back a day back tomorrow. The bottom line is this. We got a very strong trend day with a price spike up in H period. In NQ's case, they tested balance low a couple of days ago. Yesterday, they tested balance high. Balance rules, most important rules out there. Way more important than gap rules. ES, stretch balance low on the daily. Actually, I called it down initially yesterday, only to take out the previous day's high to go back to balance, and they got a little bit above half back from last Thursday. We had an outside day up. Look where we're trading now. Not far above the previous day's high. We got a pullback, a pretty good pullback. I was watching it at 6:50 a.m. this morning, but the volume, I was looking at SPY's volume, it was absolutely nothing. But again, we're seeing where we have very wide overnights. Look at this. Even NQ, even righty. And then they pull away from it. Well, once again, we did that. Really is amazing. The line in the sand today for the bulls in ES is A's high from yesterday. For many reasons. For many reasons. First and foremost, any acceptance below there, there's nothing to yesterday's low, which is your balance low now. That's number one. Number two, below there, value is going to be firmly unchanged. Number three, you're going to get the overnight low most likely. Number four, you'll be in the lower distribution. Number five, the outside day up would be a failure. Should I keep going? So it is imperative for the bulls to hold A's high and not get acceptance below it. Then their next journey would be to get back into the upper distribution, which starts at I's low right here. So the bulls line in the sand is A's high from yesterday. The bears, I don't even want to say it's yesterday's high, but it would be important for them to hold it, because if not, then again, you're getting further away from the balance low, and you'll start possibly attacking these single prints from last Thursday. Remember, ES hasn't even gotten close to doing that, let alone testing the upper distribution from that day. NQ not only tested it yesterday, they came pretty close to the balance high. So, as far as righty goes, pretty much, I would use their triple distribution. So, if they do take back these sets of single prints, for them, they want to stay no lower than the middle distribution. Again, any acceptance back below D's high, the game is over. So we'll see if they're going to be able to do that. Now, they came into those singles pretty good so far pre-market, but now they're trying to come back. You might have tremendous amount of chop inside of where the market spiked from. Remember, when a market spikes and it starts ripping away from value on light volume, eventually they'll get into where all those single prints are and fill out volume. So you might get tremendous chop between A's high and J low in ES. And the same with NQ. Okay? Remember, yesterday was our second largest range of the year. We only did 80 million. So don't think any big boys are in here buying it. So game plan for this morning. Number one, respect how much short-term players can move a market, especially since we had a wide range yesterday. That's very important. Number two, if it pulls down, again, you could certainly take a long against A's high and use the overnight low as your out if it gets below it. I know it's 6 points, but again, in a market like this, play smaller and widen your stops. So that's a long possibility. Because I'll tell you what, any acceptance below there, watch out. At least we're going to go test the bottom of balance. On the flip side, if we're to push up now, you can take a short. Well, eyes low is the bottom of the lower upper distribution. But if you are to push up, you have a 20 wide POC here. You can probably take a short between M's low and that wide overnight POC. If they get above it and get the overnight high, well, then that game's over for the short side. We have a poor high, by the way, at the overnight high. Those are two real early plays. Or, and it's basically the same thing in NQ. Basically the same in NQ. Now, they're a little different. You could take the long against this set of single prints. Against the overnight low. And then again, how much heat do you want to take? That's a lot of heat to this single print fill. Don't know if you want to take that much, but maybe you use 10 points below the overnight low. Use half back from yesterday. Below there, get out. That's a long possibility. Short possibility, same thing. If we get up into the upper distribution, maybe the first time take a short against the wide POC to see if it hits a speed bump out above the overnight high, because then they'll go test the balance high. All early plays, okay? Again, in the trading room, we'll be starting our 5th year of Camelback trading. April 13th is our official start date, but obviously that's a Saturday, so Monday starts our 5th year, which I'm very proud of. I might be leaving early today. I'm not 100% sure. If I don't, there will be a total recap of the charts. If I leave early, there won't be. So here's the daily, right? Well, let's go to the weekly real quick first. So the weekly, again, 4-week balance. So far, we've staved off coming out of balance to the downside. But we're not out of the woods yet. And on the daily, again, you can call it whatever, this balance or encompass the whole thing. First thing, though, is let's get out Thursday's high. Then we'll worry about the all-time high, which is only $2 higher. No, what am I saying? Not even. It's less than $1 higher. So to be honest with you, yes, Thursday's high is important to me, but the all-time high is really important because I'd probably use that as my firm balance on the upside. And it's certainly going to be your balance on the weekly. So the all-time high will be my balance high. Good luck trading today. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.